Well, folks, Steve Bannon, of course, reported for prison yesterday to begin his 4-month sentence for contempt of Congress. But before Steve Bannon turned himself over to the authorities on Monday, Marjorie Taylor Greene spent her Sunday having a meltdown about her good friend and true American patriot Steve Bannon heading to jail. Marjorie Taylor Greene on Sunday got on social media and said this: "While Republicans want to turn on cruise control and coast to November, the Biden regime is putting patriotic Americans in prison and turning a blind eye to government weaponization. Tomorrow, Steve Bannon will report to federal prison. This is a disgrace to our country and an affront to the principles of justice it was founded upon. Republican voters need to fight harder than ever. This election is not over." Did you think the election was over? Did somebody tell you the election was over? It's July. Like, it's the beginning of July. So we got some months to go here, Marge. Nobody is telling you the election's over. And maybe you thought that. I don't know. You don't seem all that bright. But I hate the fact that Republicans, anytime one of them gets in trouble or one of their friends gets in trouble, that person is automatically such a great patriot, right? It's a patriot, a patriot, a patriot. They throw that word around like it means nothing. A patriot. Steve Bannon is not a patriot. He's a scumbag. Steve Bannon is a felon. He is going to jail. This is not an abuse of the justice system, as Marjorie Taylor Greene says. What the abuse of the justice system was allowing him to stay out of jail for 2 years after he received his sentence. Steve Bannon was convicted and sentenced in October of 2022. Yet he begged the Trump-appointed judge, Carl Nichols, "Please don't make me go to jail while I appeal this decision." And Nichols said, "All right, fine." And of course, eventually after the appeals failed and the Supreme Court rejected him this past Friday, Steve Bannon had no options, right? You're going to serve your prison term. There's nothing you can do. Republicans in the House last week were trying to scramble, saying, "Oh, we'll come up with a way to rewrite history to where he was never subpoenaed," but that ain't going to happen. So Bannon's going to jail. Everyone else involved in this, not at the Department of Justice, are the ones who abused the system, Marjorie. The judge who let him stay out of jail for 2 years so he could appeal it. That was an abuse of the justice system. The average American citizen isn't going to get that kind of special treatment. The members of the House of Representatives, including yourself, that are attempting to rewrite history and retroactively undo his subpoena so that there wasn't anything for him to defy. That is an abuse of the American justice system. Steve Bannon going to prison and Steve Bannon being prosecuted in the first place, that's how the justice system is supposed to work. And that's how it finally did work. This, Steve Bannon going to jail yesterday, that is justice being served. You may not like it. You may not be happy about it. You may not agree with it. But just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean it's what was supposed to happen. Because it was. That's how this played out. He was convicted by a jury of his peers. He was sentenced to 4 months in jail. This is how it goes. This was not weaponization of the Department of Justice. This is not an abuse of the justice system. This is how it's supposed to work. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.